Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Young Twan. I'm back at it with another video. As you all know, Don Toliver just dropped his new song called What You Need. It's the lead single to his next album called Load. The song is super fire, super spacey, very ambient. The production on there is amazing. So I decided to recreate a beat in that style and show you guys how I went about doing it, the sounds I used, and my thought process throughout making the beat. So without further ado, let's get to the video. So first I started with this Omnisphere preset called Granular Guitar, and I started laying down some chords, and this is what the chords sound like without the effects. This is what the chords sound like. So yeah, you can tell it's very spacey, very airy. And I added some effects. I added this wave stereo imager just to stereoize it a bit more, just make it, full in the ears and not so in the center. Then I added this fruity reverb. Ooh, good tip for you guys. If you don't want to add too much reverb, but just kind of add like a more full, interesting type of sound, you want to go in fruity reverb. Let me just do it right here. So I'm opening another fruity reverb. What you want to do, you want to press reset on this wet knob, reset right here, take the decay all the way down, take the size all the way down, and take the diffusion to the pentagon type thing. This is a pentagon, right? Yeah, so you want to pick the diffusion to where it has 5 sides, and yeah, this will like give it a really cool kind of like spacey type of effect. I mean, it's not such a big deal, but it's pretty cool. Then I added this effect rack with the liquid vibe preset, and this is what it sounds like now. So I opened up Omnisphere again, and I picked this bubbly old vibes preset, and I just layered the same chords, and this is what these chords sound like. So now with the effects, I turned this all the way down to -10 dB just because it was very loud. I added this isotope vinyl, and I turned this wear knob a little bit and picked the year 1960s, just to kind of add like a mini detune type feel, and also cut some of the high frequencies and kind of duck it a bit. And I picked this effect rack preset reverse echoes in the delays section in effect rack, and I turned the mix down just so that it wasn't as harsh. Then I picked this EQ to cut some of the highs and some of the lows, and a reverb with the large gated snare preset, and I turned the decay down, or I'm not sure I think I turned the attack down from the preset, and this is what it sounds like now with the effects. So yeah, again, we're staying in that kind of space, like the dreamy, airy type space. So next I opened up Contact, and I picked this Evolution Hollow Body blues guitar, and I picked the Soulful Blues preset, and I went and played this kind of like guitar, kind of top line, but not really a top line, just a melody. So yeah, without the effects, this is what it sounds like. So now with the effects, I added a EQ just to cut some of the lows. A reverb, again, doing the same thing that I did, that I just showed you before. A lustrous plate. Now this is like an actual reverb. It's a reverb from Liquid Sonics. I used it in my previous cubeatz tutorial. And I picked this iridium plate, and I turned the wet a bit down, the mix a bit down. Next, I added this Valhalla vintage verb with the gated chorus verb, and I'm pretty sure I turned the mix down and the decay down a bit. And finally, another Stereo One imager with the Dave Pensado 3D width preset, and I'm pretty sure I turned the width down a tiny bit. And this is what it sounds like now with the effects. So yeah, sounds really cool, really airy. And then for the last melodic element, I went in Omnisphere again, and I picked this, I think I went in the keyscape arpeggio section, and I picked this African retrospective. I cut some of the effects right here, like the stomp box and the tape slammer, just because it was a little harsh. And this is what it sounds like. Again, the same chords, copied and pasted, and now this is what it sounds like. Now, of course, this sounds whack, so I added my little ting, my little spice on it, and I turned the low frequencies. I cut some of the low frequencies, some of these frequencies also right here. I also added a halftime with half loop. I added an effect rack with the Liquid Vibe preset. Liquid Vibe preset, you can find that in the modulation section in effect rack. And then a primal tap with the Rhodes Hard Vibrato preset. And now this is what it sounds like. So yeah, very, very simple. Just copied and pasted the same chords in a lot of these melodies, but you know, with the right processing, the right effects, is how you can make like a fire melody. So next I went and added this 808. So for the drums, I really followed kind of like the drums from the What You Need song. So the 808 pattern is very, very busy. I picked this kind of like 808 Life Is Good. It's from the Ozzy Secret Bounce kit, and it's kind of like it's pretty much a Z 808. And I laid this pattern down. Wait, let me just solo it. Next, I added a clap. Then I added a hi-hat. And then an open hat. So yeah, that's for the hook section. And if you notice in the song, there's the clap at sometimes is replaced with a snare type of thing. It's usually, this snare is used in a lot of like drill songs. So you might have heard Wonder Girl use it in a lot of drill songs. So when I switch it from the clap to the snare, this is what it sounds like. So yeah, I used it to kind of differentiate between the hook and the verses. As you can see, I take the clap out in all the verses and bring this snare in. So yeah, pretty much, again, as always, I used a soft clipper right here. I also used this EQ just to cut the lows and the highs out of the snare, because it was, I just wanted to get rid of some frequency, like right here, because without the EQ, yeah, I just wanted to clean it up. And for the arrangement, I have the intro, this first pad with the guitar, and then I take out the guitar, and for the first part of the hook, I just have the first pad, and then I bring in the Omnisphere arpeggio and the second kind of like watery type bells. And then for the verse, right here, this is the verse, I took out the arpeggio and the underwater type bell and the guitar, and then I just start stacking elements. So for the second part, I add the arp, and then I take out the arp for the bridge, and I bring a section of the guitar, and yeah, pretty much I just copy and paste it, and I have this kind of like a long outro. Yeah, I'm gonna just play the beat for you guys. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments down below what you want to see next from me. Follow me on my socials right here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, gang.
Young Twan.